Good evening, everybody. You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be talking about the 30 Super Carry that Federal just released. Don't have one to shoot, but we're going to discuss it, kind of where I'm at with it, and the cautious optimism I have for that cartridge. So we'll start with the obvious. I did release a small YouTube short or whatever, just a rant. I woke up that morning and had several messages from people asking my opinion of it, and I work in the gun shop. So naturally, being a shop manager, trying to constantly keep inventory levels up to get people the stuff they need. Another cartridge that I'm gonna have to answer questions about, and then ask why would they come up with this when we can't even get the things that we already are trying to get, especially at prices that we would like to pay for them. Didn't go over well with me. I got a little irritated. So I've done a little bit more digging, and we're going to talk about 30 Super Carry. Is it even something that's needed? Is it something that's really worth it? Or is it going to go the way of the 327 Federal Magnum, which I like on paper. I don't have one yet because of availability. I wasn't reloading when I wanted one. So ammo was up there, and now I am reloading, and components are just not there for me to go into that cartridge. But I do like it on paper. I think it's a cool little round. So let's discuss. So essentially the 30 Super Carry is going to fill a little niche between 380 and 9. So you are getting a 100 grain bullet, at least according to Federal with their HST loading, that is reported to have 15.5 inches of penetration, 0.53 inches of expansion. Not too shabby, definitely falls within the FBI's protocol. Their same metric for 124 grain HST is 14.5 inches of penetration with a 571 expansion. So a little shallower penetration, a little bit wider expansion. Now when it comes to 380 at 99 grains, 9.95 penetration, which is definitely falls short of the FBI's recommended penetration, and 588 expansion. So it is certainly closer to a 9mm than a 380, especially when you get down to the velocities and foot-pounds. So 124 HST for 9mm, 1150 feet per second, 364 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And the 30 Super Carry 100 grain HST is reportedly doing 1250 feet per second with 347 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. So less than 20 foot-pounds of muzzle energy differentiation. So it is, by all accounts, approaching 9mm levels, at least from the gel test that Federal has released. I want to see third-party testing and things like that. And dare I say it, yes, even meat target testing from Paul Harrell. I don't hate him like many of y'all think. To kind of form an opinion and then wait and see, you know, what sort of analytics there are as time goes on with real world use of this round. So much as I hate it, there are likely still going to be bad guys still doing bad things that need to be shot, and maybe they'll get shot with 30 Super Carry and we can see if it works. And I don't mean that to be insensitive, but it is the way of the world. So that's where I'm at in terms of a defensive loading. Before I would adopt it for my personal carry, whatever. I'm not really an early adopter of calibers. I kind of want a track record, especially if that's going to be something that I would lean towards for self-defense. So there's that, where the numbers lie, at least as we have them from Federal, and I'm sure, you know, bigger YouTubers are going to get their hands on some stuff and do some testing, and that'll be cool. I will be watching that. It is cool. You do get, I believe, 2 more round capacity over a 9mm due to the smaller diameter of the cartridge. Is that enough for me with the guns I typically carry to say, yeah, I want to jump on that bandwagon? Not in and of itself. What would make it attractive to me is going to be aftermarket support for reloaders, projectiles, powder, primers, all those things coming back available would make it a lot more attractive. And also what guns they come out with. So right now, Nighthawk Custom has a 1911 they're releasing for it. Smith & Wesson has the Shield and the Shield EZ. So we'll see. It is a little bit faster than the 9mm counterpart, less bullet weight. I don't know in terms of recoil impulse if this is going to be something that is good for shooters with maybe reduced grip strength or wrist strength. that might have issues with 9mm. So from the retail side of things, as a guy that talks with people and is getting them to buy guns or helping them find the gun that fits them the best, I don't really see the need for this, and perhaps it's my sample size of one shop. Normally I can find something, especially with things like the EZ in 9mm or the EZ in 380. I'm not a huge 380 fan, but for some folks that's what makes the most sense. Maybe this is a good middle ground. I don't know that yet. So cautiously optimistic. I think the concept is, well, potentially viable. I think the timing is just crap with things the way they are. So yes, 9mm is starting to come back from what I'm seeing on my end. The prices are still up there. We're still selling it at 37 cents around, 38 cents around, and we're the lowest in our area. So not trying to do the price gouging thing, but it is what it is. Substantially higher than it used to be. And until that comes back down, I fear that people are not going to be training the same way that they were, which is the perfect plug for the Mana system. There'll be information down there to get your dry fire training in. If you click on the link, it does help the channel. Just full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, but it is a product I use almost daily. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. So I think the timing's crap. I think the concept's interesting. We'll see where it goes. But weigh off with your thoughts in the comments on the 30 Super Carry, how you feel about it. I'd be interested to know. Maybe I'm missing some added appeal to this cartridge that I'm just not seeing, that leaves me with a lukewarm reception. I'm open though. I think it would be cool, and especially as a reloader, if this is something that has some viable use, and depending on the guns released for it, I may jump on it. But in terms of switching my carry to it, that's going to take a long time to convince me. So stay safe, guys, keep shooting, and I'll see you next time.